Okay, so now that we've got all of our ingredients prepped and ready to assemble our enchiladas, we're going to go ahead and get started. And remember those tortillas we fried earlier? We're now ready to use those. And I'm going to lay one on my work area. And I'm going to place a little bit of chicken across the length of the enchilada. I'm going to add a little bit more. Thing is, you don't want them to be too full because they're going to bake, and with the cheese, they're going to absorb a lot of salsa as well. So try not to make them too full. And that's good about there. A little bit of cheese. And I'm just going to start by rolling it. And you just want to make sure that you get the seam underneath at the very bottom, like that. And I'm going to start by just lining them down the length of my of my baking dish. So we're going to do another one. Again, we're going to add our chicken down the center of the enchiladas. And then add about a tablespoon of that Monterey Jack cheese. And again, we're going to roll it. And whenever you roll it, like at this point here, I'm actually pulling all the ingredients in so they're nice and tight. If you do them loose, it makes it really hard to get them out of the out of the baking dish once they've been cooked versus keeping them nice and tight. All right. And my mom used to, when we made these, she would make tons of these things and then freeze them. So whenever we needed a quick dinner sometimes, she could just put the whole thing into the oven. She would thaw them out, put the whole thing in the oven, and we'd have a really great dinner. So keep that in mind if you're going to make a big amount. Go ahead and make them, and you can freeze them, and they'll be ready to go for you whenever you have an unexpected guest. Now this one's got a tear in it, so I'll show you how I'm going to do that. It's really, really easy. You don't have to throw it away. We're going to go ahead and fill it like normal. And with the tear, I'm just going to kind of do it together here so I can still use this one and roll it and make sure my tear is underneath here. There we go. All right, you want to make sure that they're pretty snug in there, so I'm going to go ahead and get one more in there and see how they're nice and firm and held together. And that way they bake like that as well. And again, that helps them from rolling out whenever we pull them out of the pan.